first son here, I think nobody will be here with us. Please address us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All protocols observed. I think the question of humility is relative. And there's a time to be humble and there's a time not to be humble. And I am quite sure with the blessings of everybody here, this is not one of the times to be humble. We have been humble, but under such circumstances, this is a time where we need to speak and we need to speak clearly. What has happened of late is a colleague who were here last time celebrating Kiza at 70. Now, a colleague who is heading a political party with representation in parliament is picked in a very strange circumstance. And then a leader is boasting on a public forum of torture. This is not the Uganda I subscribe to. This is not the Uganda we aspire to. We cannot be having a Uganda where we don't respect one another. I know from the side of opposition, every party which has representation, or even those who didn't get representation, the struggle which we went through to get what we have. The numbers which are there are not representative of the true will of the people of Uganda. That is an honest truth. We all know it. But still, this party came through, has representation on the floor of the National Assembly of Uganda, and still you can treat its leader like, I don't know, because any citizen of Uganda does not deserve that treatment. Even a criminal does not deserve treatment like that. A criminal needs to be treated respectfully and charged according to the law. Now we're standing here discussing issue of politics. This is our country. We cannot be going around in circles, keep on going around in circles. Uganda deserves better. And I, as UPC, I pray that I will have the opportunity to continue to speak. Because what I see and what is developing, not all of us are going to reach the promised land of democracy. It's an unfortunate truth, but not all of us are going to reach. And I observe my colleagues here, because I mentioned it last time I was here. And I was speaking to my colleague Ocheno that it was a joke, basically a joke that if they can do what they're doing to Kiza, who was together with them in the bush, when they were sick, Kiza treated them, what would they do with the son of Akena when they get hold of him? So for me, when I embarked on this journey, I knew from the very beginning the possible cost can be very high. So I sat down my family, I sat down my Avengers, and I said, please, no revenge, whatever happens. Whatever happens, no revenge. On my own behalf, whatever had transpired before, I sat down with other family members and I said, we are going to forgive whatever has transpired, we let it go. Why? The Uganda which we aspire to, the Uganda which we hope for, is greater than anything that has happened. Whatever wrong that has happened, let us put it behind us and fight for that Uganda which works for all its citizens. I will fight for the right for Muhoozi to speak his nonsense, but not with that office. There's freedom of speech, and I'll fight for freedom of speech. But the office of CDF is an office belonging to the people of Uganda. It carries with it authority. It's not an individual's decision. That authority is supposed to work to protect every citizen of Uganda, and every person lawfully living in Uganda. So we cannot accept this issue of how does a leader of a political party be taken incommunicado? Then you post pictures? No. In 1980, during the campaign, the party that contested in 1980, all of them made a pledge. And I want to read this pledge. It was read on the floor of Parliament during the first budget speech, which was 1st June 1981. But this is what the political parties, before the election of 1980, pledged. For us to embark successfully on the process of rebuilding and revitalizing our nation, all of us recognize as essential our party's commitment to the democratic process. A process which alone carries a guarantee that our human rights and freedom will never again be circumscribed. Whatever our differences, we are one in our pledge to serve Uganda and all her people. I, as Jimmy Akena, can stand by this statement today, tomorrow, and forever. All of us as political players, let us be committed to Uganda and all her people. Whatever differences we'll have, whatever quarrels we'll have, let us be committed to the people of Uganda. That should be the criteria. Whether NRM thinks they should be there for the next 100 years, it's not my problem. Let us do what is right for the people of Uganda. And it is not right to take a leader and treat him like some sort of criminal. Even a criminal does not deserve to be treated like that. So as political players, and I ask and I beg all of you, because this is still a beginning. Whatever happens, if Akena can no longer speak, I urge you, please speak on my behalf. If UPC can no longer exercise their rights, I'm asking you, please, all of us, let's speak for and on behalf of the people of Uganda. I, as Jimmy Akena, president of UPC, I stand with PFF. I stand with also the other parties, NUP, who have their members, all parties which have their members who have been, I would say, held illegally. Let us stand together in solidarity, but let us not stop talking. I pledge to commit myself and the Uganda People's Congress to continue on this struggle until we receive the democracy which we want. If we fall on the wayside, I have made it clear. I want to be buried at the feet of my father. Until then, I will continue to push on. May God bless this country of ours.
I am old Betty Ochan, a member of parliament representing the people of Gulu City, and I'm a member of PFF. We are only two in parliament with Honorable Asinas, who is today in for by-election in their area. Is Chikube? Chikube. And so I also bring her apology. I want to, first of all, before going to say what I want to say, to thank all other parties which have come to stand with us for yesterday and for today. Unity in diversity. We cannot fight this alone. We have to be together. And I want to condemn the manner in which our chair, our president, the former Lord Mayor, Honorable Lukwago, was arrested. We say he was abducted. It was very unlawful, very unconstitutional, and real abuse of human rights. Even he was denied the rights of his drugs when they saw very clearly that he was sick. They could not allow him to take his drugs with him. I also want to say that even in court, the government prosecutor, who was a lady, a mother, did not think about preservation of life. She didn't care about the life of Honorable Lukwago. It's sad, very, very sad. And she was very, very insensitive. A mother No. Yes, a lot has already been said. On that faithful Monday, I came here and we visited, 3 of us visited our Dr. Kiza Besige in court. And I asked him, now doctor, what should we do? Because it looks like we are stuck. He was together with Aji Abed. And the third is, I forget his name, Makoa. The 3, we spent quite some time with them. What he told me, I want to say, has already come to pass. Because that time we were talking to him, we still did not know where Lord Mayor former was. We didn't know where he was. So he said, after probably somewhere hidden, he will end up in police. After police, court. After court, then Luzira with us here. And the journey has been accomplished yesterday, the way doctor told us. But what he said is, keep strong. Keep strong. It is not easy. It's difficult, but continue to keep strong. Together, we are stronger. When we are not together, it is difficult. So, ours is to continuously promote the idea of servant leadership. When you are a leader, you must know that you are there also using taxpayer. Even General Moses, when he went to study abroad, if that was what he was taught to do, it was on taxpayers' money. And so he needed to be a little humble. He needed to know that he's a servant leader. Would you like to serve cops? Would you like to serve people who are in prison? Would you like to serve people who are so fearful? Everybody seems to be fearful. Even the institutions of police, they were all very fearful. I believe even court. So, why is that? It's just because there is a lot of impunity in this country. So we need to stand up and stand up by our words. I'm a mother, and as a mother, I always feel very bad. If our young people are hurt in trying to struggle to see that we bring sanity back to our country, sometimes the young people, the youth lose their lives. We have seen how they have been beaten. Sometimes they bring this, the clips all the time where the youth suffer very much. As a mother, we don't want our children to suffer. Uganda is rich enough for all of us. Uganda is endowed with a lot of resources. But it's not for greed. It is for sharing, and it is for love. Our motto of the country says, for God and my country. And even our anthem is very good. If we honor God and we say God first, why is it that we do what is completely ugly before the eyes of the world? It's so ugly, and nobody talks about it, especially now the father of Moses should be able to restrain him. That no, that is wrong. How are we going to move if he becomes the president of Uganda? God forbid. Really? I I don't know where we will end up. All of us will be going back to Amin's time. Most of you here. But Amin was also feared. I remember when I was in senior 2, at least my headmistress, who was an Italian, said, if you say stupid to your classmate, no problem. If you say stupid to your class teacher, you may get some punishment. If you say stupid to your head teacher, you get suspension or dismissal. But if you say stupid to Amin, your neck will cry to your head. That was what people used to think. People were very fearful. People would not just be free to express their views. So it is important that people's, we say, freedom for all for freedom. People should be allowed to be free, and we must respect people's views. Where you are, we should be respectful of your view, even of your religion. Early last year, in Gulu City, we decided to move to institution of those churches, different churches. We went to Catholic. We didn't get His Grace, the Archbishop, but we got the Monsignor, and we delivered our message. Why do you keep quiet? Dr. Kiza Besige is suffering, and very many others. Then we moved to Anglican Church. We delivered the same message. And we moved to the Muslim. We also delivered the same message. We moved to cultural institution. We delivered the same message, that you should not leave it only to the politicians. We also need to see that all those different fraternities come up to speak for evils in our country. This is country for all of us. I want to thank everybody. The UPC president, that is my original president. Before I moved to FDC, I was in UPC. That was where my mother and father were. So, thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you, FDC. It was FDC which made me to be leader of opposition. We decided to scatter. Now we see that it is important for us to again converse. Let us converse. Thank you, Nope. Even in Parliament, we are actually steered by Nope. And yesterday, when I went to check on the leader of opposition, after his message to the country, he said he was going to write. I also encouraged him to write to the Speaker of Parliament to recall us as quickly as possible, because this seems to be a small thing that Lukwago is maybe somebody small. Lukwago is not small. Then tomorrow, nobody is safe. How about the small ones? They can just be taken without even people realizing. We realize the big ones. So we need to be together. Thank you. May God bless you. Increase more wisdom to all of us to see how to handle this very difficult situation. Thank you very much. I say all this for God, my country. And I say, freedom for all.
All for freedom.
All for freedom. Freedom for all. Yes, that is what I can say.
Afore tutwal. Afore mateki.